Hey, what up, Black Sheep Believers? I am your girl, BELLoveds, and today I have a message about unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is something that creates dis-ease in the body. Now, I know you guys probably have heard of that because you've done your own research. You probably know somebody that has dealt with some things, whether that be cancer, etc., because they let so much literally build up in their body, so much bitterness, hate, resentment, all that stuff, that it literally created dis-ease in their body. Okay, it is not enough to be fit in your body if you are unfit in your mind. Okay, let's talk about unforgiveness, because I truly believe that a lot of you are like me. We are leaders, we are natural achievers, and we are moving into the glory of God this season. He's got new plans for you, new blessings, and He needs you. He needs your heart to be in the right space so you can be as effective, fully sufficient in whatever your calling is. Because when we are not in a place that our hearts are in a safe, loving disposition, we tend to project whatever pain we have experienced onto other people. Okay, and whether you know it or not, even the people that you've forgotten about, okay, they have placed little seeds within us that's always creating some type of outcome, okay, in your mental space, in your spiritual space. And a lot of the times, negativity will literally seep from you at the wrong times simply because you have unresolved issues, boo-boo. I'm keeping it real. Now, how God actually brought this before me was in a dream. So I had this dream about this chick I dated a long time ago. I'm talking about maybe my first situationship. And yes, I said situationship. And I did say first because I did not recognize, when you're younger, you don't recognize the Jezebel spirits. You don't recognize narcissists and toxic people. You just kind of jump around and it feels good and you like them, they're attracted to you, and you do what you do, right? Well, unfortunately, those things have a toll on us. And so many bad experiences, what they do when we don't really release them, when we don't process them, when we don't get into a healing disposition and give it to God, it will accumulate, and then we start to project those negativities onto other people. We start to project those bad situations from our past, and what it does is it sabotages the future, right? Some people now claim to be poly when truly their lifestyle is sloppy, simply because they have festered so much pain in their body. They don't know how to love. They don't trust love. They don't trust people. So they like situations where they can go over here and dabble in that, not commit to that, go over here, dabble in that, not fully be present with that person either. So what they like to do is pretty much try to fill a void with other people. You can never do that, okay? Forgiveness is a process, not a person. I can't grab onto somebody else trying to fix the pain of the last person. That's not how this thing works. And if we don't resolve these issues, man, you will literally take this into different aspects of your life, whether it's business, whether it's a friendship, okay, whether it's, holidays with the family. And we all know that's already stressful enough, Like, don't be mad at your cousin Tyrone because your ex-girlfriend Keisha was a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just walk in foul. Like, sometimes I wonder, am I creating healthy boundaries, or am I just avoiding healthy relationships? Because truly, I don't trust these people no more. And what does that speak to? That speaks to unresolved issues, my friends. Okay, so I want you to know how to have healthy boundaries plus healthy relationships. But in order for you to have healthy relationships, you have to embark on the process of forgiveness. Because here's the deal. If you can become a professional forgiver, okay, not a dismisser, because dismissing means I've forgotten you. And I've done that so many times, right? I just dismiss people and cut them off without really processing the impact that they had on my life, the impact that they had on my emotional state, right? And if you do that, you end up bouncing from one person to another person, okay? And when the crap hits the fan, and this could just be a friend, when the crap hits the fan, all of a sudden you respond from this place and it's like, whoa, whoa. That was like the Incredible Hulk that just came out. Not because of the current situation, but because of the past predicaments that you haven't resolved. You know, well, I'm going to be pissed at you because not what you did, but what Tommy, Susan, Keisha, Johnny, because of what all these fools did in the past. No. We cannot move forward and be our highest versions of ourselves if we are continuing to harbor resentment and bitterness. You know, that creates dis-ease in the body. People get cancer simply because they haven't forgiven people in their past. You know, there is someone that I used to deal with, and I finally just had to kick them out of my life because they literally had decades of unforgiveness. Somehow, every conversation would default back to this person that's not even thinking about them. I'm like, what? Why do I have to listen to your woe is me? Like, you need to deal with that. You need to forgive that person and let them go because they don't even think about you. Your name is not even in their mouth. I didn't say that because that would have hurt, right? Like they don't give up about you. They don't even think about you. Right? But this person is just so enraged in this experience that they can't let go. And nobody likes a bitter Sally. Right? They give black women especially the name mad black woman. They give us that phrase because sometimes we don't let go of our past. We will bring it into our future and try to gift bow it in a pretty red bow and pass it to the next person. Will you take my resentment and bitterness, please? Hell no. Get that out of my face, yo. Like, this is all good vibes over this way. Right? So what a pastor actually requested that the congregation do this Sunday was to literally write down the names of everyone you could think of that has offended you and let them go. Now, in the Bible, it says forgive 70 times 7. Now, for me, that's just way too much. Okay, like if you... I'm just telling y'all what the word says, okay? Not what I do personally, okay? But I'm telling you, he had everyone, or he suggested everyone to write down the names of people. And I typically never do this type of homework, okay? Not because I feel like I'm above it, but because I'm a little scatterbrained at times, and I'd rather be doing other things. Like, okay, I'll just say it and reaffirm it, and I'll just move on. No. Because when I actually sat down and did this exercise, it behooved me that as I started to write down just a few names that I could think of off the top of my head, right? Just a few names, you know, all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, and her too. Ugh, and him too. And them too. Can you tell I have a little bit of anger management? Hence the boxing bag. See, I know where to project those negative outlets, right? But even that does not resolve those issues. Okay, so as I'm writing down these names, you know, it brought up other experiences. I dug deeper and I was able to really look internally and see that, wow, Chica, although you are positive vibes, you got a lot of work to do, okay? Because I don't want to be that lady in the grocery store that just snaps because you don't have any whole grain bread. Like, what, Karen? So seriously, guys, who are the people that have affected your heart chakra? Think about these names, write them down, and then forgive them along with yourself. This is a process, and if you don't know how to do it, great, because neither do I. Right? I literally go before God, though, when I don't know how to do something, and I ask him to help me, and he will. He walks me through a process. And lately, I have been in a healing disposition, and I've been feeling lighter, because when you just forget people, when you just cut them off and forget them, that doesn't take away from the effect that they've had on you and from the impact that they could have on your future relationships, associations, business goals, aspirations, etc. Right? So I want you to do some soul searching pertaining to the people in your life who you may need to forgive. Okay? Now, don't go calling them up right now, like somebody like, I just wanted to call you and tell you I forgive you, because some of these people really are narcissists, toxic people, and you don't want to open those doors. But you do want to give it to God. You want to give it up. You want to ask him to help you. You want to surrender that toxicity because they have no place in your life. And, in order for God to forgive us, we have to forgive other people. That's the way it works. We can't be harboring these feelings of resentment and then trying to go before Father like, and please bless me with more influence. He's like, child, I can't because you got issues, boo-boo. I got to work on you. Okay, so I just want to encourage you all to really strive to walk in love this season. And by walking in love, you have to realize where you're possibly walking in resentment, right? So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And may God bless you always in fitness, health, and in spiritual wealth. I am your girl, BELLFIT, and we are the Black Sheep Believers. Hurt people, but lovers can pass the love forward. Adios.